What is your approach to strategic planning in a dynamic market? Can you explain the concept of a blue ocean strategy and provide an example? How do you assess the ROI of your marketing campaigns? What strategies do you employ for talent acquisition and retention? Could you share your insights on the latest industry trends and disruptions? How do you handle cross-functional collaboration in a large organization? What's your take on the impact of artificial intelligence on business processes? How do you manage global supply chain challenges and disruptions? Describe a successful negotiation strategy you've used in international business. What measures do you take to ensure data security and compliance in your company? How do you tailor your communication for different stakeholders, from employees to investors? Can you discuss the advantages and disadvantages of outsourcing? How do you handle a crisis communication situation with the media? Share your experience with M&A, mergers and acquisitions, integration. What's your approach to building and maintaining a strong corporate culture? How do you assess the competitive landscape for your products or services? Describe your process for setting and achieving SMART goals in your department. How do you manage cross-cultural communication in a global team? Discuss the challenges of managing a remote workforce and your solutions. Share your experience with project management methodologies such as Agile or Six Sigma. What are your strategies for reducing operational costs without compromising quality? Can you explain the concept of the gig economy and its implications for businesses? How do you approach crisis management and risk mitigation in your industry? Discuss the role of sustainability in corporate social responsibility. How do you align your marketing and sales teams to drive revenue growth? What are your thoughts on the impact of blockchain technology on financial services? How do you conduct market research to identify new opportunities? Describe a successful product launch campaign you've been involved in. What strategies do you employ to manage and resolve conflicts in the workplace? How do you set and measure customer satisfaction KPIs, key performance indicators? Share your insights on the advantages and disadvantages of different leadership styles. How do you stay updated on regulatory changes affecting your industry? Discuss your experience with managing a crisis or reputational damage. Can you explain the concept of agile leadership in modern organizations? What steps do you take to ensure your company's brand consistency across all channels? Share your approach to building a diverse and inclusive workplace. How do you create effective sales funnels and customer journey maps? Discuss the role of emotional intelligence in leadership and team dynamics. What strategies do you employ to encourage innovation and creativity in your teams? Share your experience with successful product lifecycle management. How do you develop and implement a successful content marketing strategy? Describe a challenging decision you had to make and the decision-making process. What's your view on the ethics of data collection and privacy in the digital age? How do you handle intellectual property protection for your company's innovations? Discuss the challenges and opportunities in e-commerce and digital transformation. How do you measure and improve employee engagement and satisfaction? Share your strategies for effective time and task management. What's your approach to handling business disputes and conflicts with clients or partners? Can you explain the concept of entrepreneurship and its benefits? How do you conduct effective market segmentation and targeting? Share your insights on successful crisis communication and brand recovery. What's your perspective on the role of ethics in supply chain management? How do you align your business strategy with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs? Discuss the impact of corporate governance on business sustainability. How do you optimize your pricing strategy for maximum profitability? Share your experience with international trade and export/import regulations. What's your approach to building a strong employer brand in a competitive job market? Can you explain the concept of omni-channel marketing and its importance? How do you adapt to changing consumer behavior and preferences in your industry? Describe a successful crisis communication plan you've executed. What's your strategy for managing and mitigating cybersecurity risks? Share your experience with the challenges and benefits of cross-border business operations. How do you use data analytics to drive decision-making in your organization? Discuss the impact of digital transformation on the customer experience. What measures do you take to protect your company's intellectual property? Can you explain the concept of thought leadership and its role in branding? How do you approach international marketing and localization strategies? Share your insights on the concept of servant leadership in modern organizations. How do you align your business with sustainability goals and environmental initiatives? Discuss the challenges and opportunities in international trade finance. What's your perspective on the role of innovation labs in fostering creativity and innovation? How do you navigate the complexities of international tax regulations? Share your strategies for successful customer retention and loyalty programs. Can you explain the concept of business process reengineering and its benefits? How do you manage cross-functional teams working on a complex project? Describe your experience with crisis management in the era of social media. What's your approach to developing a comprehensive risk management strategy? How do you lead change management initiatives within your organization? Share your insights on the challenges and opportunities in sustainable packaging. What strategies do you employ for successful influencer marketing campaigns? Can you explain the concept of lean startup methodology and its application? How do you handle the challenges of cross-border logistics and distribution? Discuss the impact of artificial intelligence and machine learning on customer service. How do you create and manage effective B2B partnerships and collaborations? Share your experience with navigating regulatory compliance in multiple countries. What's your perspective on the role of corporate social responsibility in brand image? How do you use data-driven insights for targeted marketing and decision-making? Describe a time when you successfully led a business transformation initiative. How do you approach strategic vendor management and procurement? Can you explain the concept of reverse logistics and its significance? Share your insights on crisis communication and reputation management in the digital age. What strategies do you employ to enhance employee productivity and motivation? How do you align your organization with the United Nations Global Compact principles? Discuss the challenges and opportunities in developing a sustainability report. How do you manage the complexities of international intellectual property rights? What's your approach to creating a customer-centric organizational culture? Share your experience with international expansion and market entry strategies. How do you use data analytics for predictive maintenance and asset optimization? Can you explain the concept of servitization and its impact on manufacturing? What strategies do you employ for managing a crisis in a highly regulated industry? What are the key drivers of globalization in today's business environment? How do you assess the impact of geopolitical factors on international business operations? What strategies can companies employ to manage supply chain disruptions effectively? Describe the concept of disruptive innovation and provide examples from recent business history. How does corporate social responsibility, CSR, affect a company's reputation and bottom line? Can you explain the differences between horizontal and vertical integration in business?